The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports.
Free throw line, nice back cut, and a find to Cale Peterson. And Gracie, go Pollen! Puts it up, puts it in, gets knocked to the floor into the free throw line. A little crossover dribble, goes up with the right hand, gets it to go. Waupun on a roll right now. Will go up with the left hand, puts it in. Another steal and a basket for the Randolph Rockets.
Dual feeds Johannes again. That one off the window and in! Johannes to the line!
Thanks to our sponsors in today's game.
Laconia has the basketball with a chance. Madigan gets it in for Engel. Back to Madigan. Spots up. Got it! He scores!
And people, there are your state champions, the Randolph Lady Rockets. Congratulate them on an unbelievable storybook season. Your Waupun Lady Warriors are champions of Division III girls basketball.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at radioplusinfo.com.
Good evening and welcome to Waupun Area Junior Senior High School. Steve Winterhack along with Randy Armgren to bring you the play-by-play on some girls non-conference action tonight. We've got Jeff Sauer doing the video streaming. Seems like he's got new toys every time that he comes down here. So we're going to have some end-of-the-court shots that we're going to have all set up for you. On-court interviews. We got all the fun toys to play with here. But we've got a tough game here for the Waupun Warriors. And again, one of those non-conference games that are meant to make you better. And they're getting a team from Sussex Hamilton, the Chargers, here tonight that are taking on the Waupun Lady Warriors. And they come from a very tough conference that has Brookfield East, the number 2 ranked team. And the state just got moved up to number 2, and they've got the number 6 ranked Germantown team in their conference. Waupun just moved down a few slots, down to 4th in the rankings now in Division III. But again, Coach Tim Alsma making a very tough non-conference schedule, and this is just one of those games tonight that are going to help them in the long run.
Yeah, and Hamilton, that's one of those programs that's been around, you know, very competitive for decades, and it doesn't mean a lot about this year's team or whatever, but it's just it's a community, it's a basketball community. They've had some amazing men's, boys basketball teams over the last 20 years, and also some very, very high-level girls teams. So it's a community that lives and dies around its high school basketball.
I know you and I were familiar with the program over there because you knew their head boys coach and their Cerrone. I remember being the last name. What's his first name that ended up going to UW Green Bay? And I think according to their coach, he's a head coach somewhere now at a high school or something right now.
Yeah, that was Andy Cerrone was his father. He was the coach there, and then his kid's name's escaping me right now. Yeah, he played AAU ball with my son Austin, but he had a heck of a career.
Yeah, so again, we're here to bring you the game against Sussex Hamilton, and Waupun's going to have to take care of business tonight without Lydia Alsma. Sprained her ankle real bad yesterday. She's just on one crutch. Doesn't want to go full out 2 crutches here, but she's on one crutch, and her dad said pretty good sprain where she definitely can't play tonight. Looking at not playing her against Plymouth coming up on Friday, and they're hoping that somehow she'll be ready to go when they take on Randolph right here in this gym next week, Tuesday, the defending Division V state champs.
Yeah, and it's going to depend a lot, if it's a high sprain or if it's a lower ankle sprain. Hopefully she's able to come back, and they just keep getting better all the time on treatment options. You can go to that ice bath and hot, cold back and forth, all those things, and it's amazing how quickly an ankle can snap back and you're able to play.
Yeah, they'll put it right like in a bucket of ice.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that what you got to do when you do that?
Stick it in a bucket of ice and then take it out about 10 minutes. I don't know the exact way. That's what we used to do, but you take them out, put them in a warm whirlpool bath, very warm bath, and then flash it back and forth between the cold and hot, and then get that blood flowing and the healing process started.
Well, Sussex Hamilton, too, they're in a little bit of hurt, too, right now. They got 3 players out with injuries, and about 25 points, 26 points a game worth of players out for them. So it's just like when we went to Xavier, they had 4 girls out on their team. So everybody kind of going through some injuries right now, coming out of the holidays and trying to get everybody all healed up for the end of the season. But we're just starting the second half of the season. And again, a good game here tonight against Sussex Hamilton, the Chargers. Had a chance to talk to Tim Alsma a little bit more about his schedule, about Lydia, his daughter, where she's at right now, and about the team they're playing tonight, Sussex Hamilton. And we'll have that interview coming your way in just a few minutes as the Home and Auto Sales pregame show continues live from Waupun High School on RP Sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Les. I've suffered with a bad right knee for 30 years or 40 years. Actually had a knee replacement scheduled, and I looked into this, and it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. My knee now, 3 months later, is almost like new. I can run up and down stairs. I can sit at a gym watching a basketball game. Really, really happy and pleased with the results. Plan on strongly recommending this to, and I have been recommending this to friends and family who have had joint issues, shoulders, backs, and knees.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to Waupun Area Junior Senior High School. Steve Winterhack with you. It's the Home and Auto Sales pregame show and a chance now to talk to the head coach of the Waupun Lady Warriors, Tim Alsma, joining us here on the show. And Tim, let's just talk about these last few weeks. Been a couple, some rough outings, and you had that game against Appleton Xavier. They're a very physical little team. You actually beat them by about 25 or 30, even though it was a 16-point win on that one. Just talk about your team over the last few weeks.
Yeah, like I said after the game, it's a long season, so there's going to be some runs in you, and you're going to have to figure out if it's not going your way, how you're going to respond. And so, I thought Christmas gave us a really good wake-up call because we came out pretty flat. And then I thought we rebounded a little bit better against Grafton, although we lost to them. And then against Xavier, I thought we came out and really got our identity back, which is playing great half-court defense and just kind of making that kind of our mark, and then that'll lead to better offense. So hopefully tonight we're able to sustain that and to carry it over into having a good game.
And to keep up with that busy schedule and hard schedule, of course, you got to play Kewaskum and KML yet again. But tonight you're taking a team out of a big conference that has Brookfield East in it, who's now moved up to, I think, number 2 in Division I. And you got Germantown, who's number 6, both in their conference. And you got a defending state champs, Randolph Rockets, coming up next week, Tuesday. But let's talk about your opponent tonight. Looks like their JV team on the court right now has got some nice height to them, too. But you just definitely, with a team like that in the conference they play, and can't go by their record with the competition they play down there.
Yeah, I always feel bad for our JV squad because, we schedule big for our varsity, but that means the JV is always going to have to play big as well. And so they're going to be playing against when the deck's stacked up against them a little bit. So, yeah, the length that the JV team has out there right now is pretty incredible. But, yeah, I think, going into tonight, they got some length on it. They're a physical team. They want to play inside and outside, and then they shoot it really fast in transition, too. So they're kind of a team that if they would decide to go inside in a half-court set, they're going to have success that way. But it's a team that wants to get out in transition, and they want to run. And so we're going to have to make sure that we're there in our transition defense, that we're communicating really well, and that we're making sure that we're not just giving up wide open threes. And so it's a little bit of a KML feel with longer, maybe slightly more athletic players.
I noticed one of your starters that you know very well with a crutch walking in. What happened there?
So you remember last game we said we're building our depth in case we run into foul trouble or injury. So last night she sprained her ankle really bad. So she'll be out tonight. And for the foreseeable future, I'm not sure when we'll get her back. We did take care of the swelling last night, so it's gone down a little bit. But, there's a lot of pain there. And, if it's a sectional final game, she's probably going to play the game tonight. But we're going to hold her out precautionary. And I expect by Randolph on Tuesday, we'll probably try to give it a go.
Okay, we're talking about his daughter Lydia, of course. But good luck on your game tonight, and we'll talk to you on the other side of it.
Yeah, thanks very much. Hopefully we can get another W.
Okay, Tim Halsma, head coach of the Waupun Lady Warriors, joining us. And more of our pregame show coming up, brought to you by Home and Auto Sales right after this on The Source.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net. If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. He's been in the business for 10 years and started up Torres Tree Service 3 years ago. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get-to trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-344-5887. You've put a lot of thought into every detail of your new home, including the flooring. Or you finally decided on the perfect flooring to add life to your current home. Your next move is to call Daryl Vandezand at VZ Flooring to install it for you. He's fully insured and has been in the business for over 18 years, including starting VZ Flooring over 7 years ago. Daryl can install your new carpet, tile, LVP, LVT, and backsplash. Call VZ Flooring at 920-210-4909 to get a free estimate.
Welcome to TerraMax territory. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one innovative tool from Great Plains. The TerraMax is a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of field conditions. Learn more about hybrid tillage and the new TerraMax at www.greatplainsag.com or by visiting Waupun Equipment Company, your local Great Plains dealer. This is TerraMax territory. Waupun Equipment Company.
When's the last time you reviewed your Medicare or your health insurance benefits? Do you have a plan? A lot of people choose plans that don't fit their healthcare needs or budget. Don't make that mistake. We here at SIA Insurance work with many different companies and carriers to get you the best coverage at the best value. For more information, contact SIA Insurance at 999 West Main Street in Waupun. Call SIA Insurance at 324-2071 for free help.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
Steve and Randy back with you again at Waupun Area Junior Senior High School, bringing you another one of those games that Tim Halsma set up as he talked about his opponent here tonight and the great conference that they play in and why he does that to get his team all ready. So, again, both teams hurting us, losing one of our starters, and they probably lost at least two of their starters. Of those three girls that are injured are obviously starters with the double figures that they score on the season. So, they're hurting right now too here in the middle of the season.
Yeah, I guess if you could wish for one thing, you're glad it's January 10th and not the end of February when they're getting ready for tournaments. So hopefully all these young ladies can get back and get back to full strength by the end of the season.
Waupun, we were at their game last week Friday, and they knocked off Xavier 56-41. more like a 25-point win, I believe, over there. But they kept their starters on the court when all of our bench players were out there, and pressed them and everything else, and got back within 15 points on us at the end of the ball game, which didn't make Coach Alsma real happy about that. But Cale Peterson, of course, shining with 21 points, just dominating inside, changing every shot, blocking shots. They only had her down for 2, but I don't know who does the blocking, the block stats at all.
Kelly.
Yeah, they're not. I think they're a little off because she's blocking quite a bit more, I believe, in a game. But
I think she's had 2 blocks in the same possession in that game.
Yeah,
right. So,
yeah. So she had many in that game. Gracie Gopalin, she started hitting from downtown, 3 threes in the ball game, and 14 points for her. Lydia Alsma with 8 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and Maddie Vandestreek was turning on the energy in that ball game. 7 rebounds for one of the shorter but more physical players that we have, maybe the most physical player that we have on the team with Maddie, and 8 points for her. So I like seeing her step up and increase with taking advantage of opportunities that'll be there as everybody's keying in on your top 2 or 3 players. That's Maddie's time to shine, and I'd like to see her just take advantage of that confidently.
Right, and what I think Vandestreek does extremely well is out in the open court. She's a straight line sprinter, and she can really go. And when Waupun gets out in transition, she's running ahead, and this team is so good at keeping their head up and finding people. And they get the ball to her, and it's just a matter of finishing because she's usually going full speed. So you catch late, you got to be able to focus and find that square and lay it up soft.
Let's take a look at the East Central Conference right now. Waupun leading the conference at a perfect 6-0. Got KML at 4-1, and Kewaskum with a 4-2 record. They lost that one to KML, and Waupun took care of them pretty handily when they came over here. Not a real clean game for Waupun, but still they won it pretty convincingly in that matchup they had here a few weeks back. We're going to take a look at Sussex Hamilton, coached by Craig McCoo. We're going to be talking about them and their last game, and talk about that tough conference that they come from, as our pregame show brought to you by Home and Auto Sales continues live from Waupun High School on RP Sports.
Andy with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Business as usual this week. Andy, stop on by and warm up with a beverage or some hot plate special, some lunch here.
Absolutely. We got something different going every day. We've got the hot plate specials, beef, turkey, and pork. That's usually going every day. Our daily special board changes by the day, whatever they're going to put on a special out of the kitchen. Mondays, of course, are all-you-can-eat shrimp, and we have a pizza special. Tuesdays, of course, is Mexican all day. Wednesdays is wings after 4 p.m. Thursdays, we have build your own burger, and Fridays, of course, is fish.
Our favorite NFL team no longer participating in the season and the playoffs here, but you got the NFL games on beginning on Saturday.
I've got 17 different tap lines and all kinds of different spirits on hand to get you through that situation, but we'll definitely have the playoffs going on the weekend. Saturday and Sunday are games. Of course, the Badgers will be rocking those games as well, along with the Bucks.
Well, get her back on track here at the Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Have a good week, Andy. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks, Nick.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
And you'll find us there with this game, and we're going to call the game for you tonight, bring it to you video streaming, and I don't know, do you have like slow motion, Jeff, now? Do we have that yet?
I have the instant replay, not yet on the slow motion.
Some of the close calls we can kind of go back on. And
hold up, for some reason I've lost the... the screen here, so I don't know what happened.
All right.
Are we still?
Yeah, you're on the air because I've got the instant replay on, so you can still talk, but I just don't have the camera right now, so I'm not sure why.
Okay, well, let's do a little talking about the Sussex Hamilton Chargers, coached by Craig McHugh. Got the proper pronunciation, M-A-C-H-U-T, but they said his name is McHugh, which is kind of a cool name. But they are sitting right now in 4th place in the Greater Metro Conference that is just loaded with really good teams, including a team that just moved up from number 3 to number 2 in Division I basketball, Brookfield East, a team that Waupun played early in the season, like their second game of the season, and lost by about 5 points to them. They are 7-0 in the Greater Metro. Then you've got Germantown, who's ranked number 6 in the state in Division I in your conference. And Menominee Falls is 4-3, and they're usually pretty good in every sport. But then you got after that Sussex Hamilton at 4-4 and sitting in 4th place in the Greater Metro. Talk about a team that's battle tested. They just got done playing Germantown, and they lost 73-55 to them in their last contest last week Friday.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's more physical basketball. Anytime you get down, near Milwaukee area, even though they're suburbs, it's just the officials there allow kids to play a little more. It's a little more physical. They get after it, and I think it'll be a good test for Waupun tonight, even though both teams just a little bit depleted.
Just looking at that game that they played last Friday, Germantown knocked off Sussex Hamilton 73-55. Zariah Green with 12 points and 5 assists. Phoebe Venn with 11 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Julia Brook had 9 points, and Brooke Baldwin had 9 points. That must be a player that probably shared some JV time, because that's one player that gave me her name as she's up on varsity, and it's got to be already since that last game because of the injured players for Sussex Hamilton, but it's averaging 9 points a game for her, so that's a pretty nice player to have up here is contributing right away. But they're going to have Zariah Green, who was a leading scorer. She averages 10 points a game, good 3-point shooter, great assist person, 5'4" sophomore. She's not here. Emma Kennedy averages almost 5 points a game, a 5'3" junior, and she's not here because of injury. And Rachel Rank, a 6-foot junior, averaging over 12 points a game and 10 rebounds a game. So your beast inside. I can see her sitting there at the end of the court. You can definitely tell the 6-footer is over there, but she's not available either because of injury. So
yeah, we can't. There's HIPAA laws, but she's definitely wearing a brace on her right knee. I think that's public information because she's wearing it outside of her sweatpants. So you definitely a knee injury, it appears.
Yeah, I think it's just the medical staff reveal something that they know medically. We definitely are not. So, but again, both teams with some key injuries on their teams here tonight. We're going to talk a little bit, too, about a show coming up tomorrow night that we haven't done for a while. We had some COVID issues.
Long time.
Yeah, so it's been maybe a few years. I don't think we tried to sneak one in after the COVID stuff at all, but we're going to have our Prep Sports Showcase coming up tomorrow night over at the other bar in Waupun, and we'll see if they can squeeze us in there. It's a busy night with wing night, but we've done it on Wednesday nights before, and we're going to have Tim Olsman is going to be there. He didn't say who's going to bring for his players in the interviews coming up tomorrow, because we'll interview the coach and 2 or 3 other players, but we're pushing hard for Rowan Harder to be there, because she just freezes when she sees a microphone. Her face turns beet red, and we want to get her out of that, so hopefully we'll have her there tomorrow. We're also going to have Brett Pickerts, the head coach for the Waupun Warrior Boys team, along with a few of his players. We'll have Josh Gibbons will be joining us for the show, along with a few of his players, boys basketball coach at CWC, and we're doing their game at Randolph coming up on Thursday. We'll talk definitely about their opponent. Maybe they feel they really got a chance this year in knocking them off. We have to do it over at Randolph, and we'll be there for that game, video streaming and the whole works coming up on Thursday. And we'll talk to Derek Stanke, who today is taking tickets, and he's, I guess, security over there by the door when you come in. And he is going to be there and talk about the newly formed girls softball Legion League that they have in the state. And Waupun's got a team, and I think he's the director of it.
I believe he is, the state director, I believe, yes.
Yeah, so he's definitely the guy to talk to about it, but that's exciting stuff. We've had Legion baseball for decades and decades in Waupun. Great following for that. We'll see if we can get that same excitement rolling for what's supposed to be a really good team that they're going to have this year for Waupun. So we'll see what happens. But that's all coming up on our Prep Showcase from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock tomorrow. We're going to see if we can do some video streaming with Jeff there. But come on down and get yourself some wings at a good price at the other bar. And hopefully we'll get our speakers set up so you can listen to our interview with the girls and guys down there. And not just our regular serious questions, but maybe some fun ones for them too, and get to know them just a little bit better. Just about ready to start here, and I think we're going to take a break and come back with the starting lineups and the beginning of tonight's game. It's Waupun taking on the Chargers of Sussex Hamilton. Non-conference girls basketball action at Waupun High School on RP Sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem.
My name's Gary. I had arthritis really bad in my right knee over 3 months ago. Couldn't really do anything, couldn't do stairs, just simple stuff. And now I can do things I couldn't do before. I can climb stairs, walk, anything. My spine's better. And my personal opinion is you're a fool not to get this done.
Hi, my name is Joni. I came here because I needed a new knee, but I didn't want to go through all that surgery and everything. I'm very pleased with it. And the reason I did it because I couldn't go up and down stairs very well. I couldn't work too long hours and had a hard time getting in and out of the car. I had to lift my knee up. And now I can do all those things. And I have no pain, and I would recommend it to everyone, and I have.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
The last tractor you'll ever need is here. Get into a Massey Ferguson compact or utility tractor and accomplish more than ever before. These versatile tractors are known for their unbeatable power, smart fuel economy, and upgraded creature comforts. And with their ability to multitask through any job around the yard or farm, they'll provide you with outstanding value for years to come. Visit Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun, Watertown, and Eden to find the right model for your operation.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today. This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net. You've put a lot of thought into every detail of your new home, including the flooring. Or you finally decided on the perfect flooring to add life to your current home. Your next move is to call Daryl Vandezand at VZ Flooring to install it for you. He's fully insured and has been in the business for over 18 years, including starting VZ Flooring over 7 years ago. Daryl can install your new carpet, tile, LVP, LVT, and backsplash. Call VZ Flooring at 920-210-4909 to get a free estimate.
We are back at Waupun Area Junior Senior High School. Nice rendition. I didn't get the young man's name. But
I did not either.
Sawyer
Bruins.
Sawyer Bruins.
Okay, I wonder if that's really because the girl that's been singing so well is the Bruins girl.
He nailed it. That's the first time I think I've heard him sing the national anthem. You still got Scott Van Galen doing it at the hockey games yet in Waupun? Okay.
Absolutely. Beautiful.
Yeah, he does. He just nails it every time, too. Starting lineup for the Waupun Warriors. Of course, they're without Lydia Alsma. That's on our injury report here tonight. The new medical center injury report, but Lydia out with that ankle injury. But Maddie Vandestreek, a 5'7" junior, averaging 5 points a game. Trinity Pierce gets a start here tonight because of Lydia being out, so good experience here for 6-foot junior Trinity Pierce. Roland Harder, a 5'10" sophomore, 5 points a game for her. Gracie Gopalan, the point guard, 5 assists a game, 9 points a game, a 5'4" junior, and Cale Peterson, of course, leads in about every category, 20.5 points a game, 13 rebounds a game, 3 assists a game, a 6'1" junior. Zarla Green for Sussex Hamilton, a 5'4" sophomore, averaging 10 points a game in the starting lineup. Julia Brook is a 5'5" junior, averaging 12 points a game. Cameron Dahlquist, a 6'1" sophomore, averaging 5 points a game. Eva Finnessy, also in the starting lineup. And we'll see Ari Tim, also a 5'4" senior, starting. Waupun wins the tip, and we are underway here in Waupun. Sussex Hamilton wearing their red jerseys. You look them up, sometimes they just refer to themselves as Hamilton High School. I've seen that. 2-on-1 break now after the steal and a pass. Errant pass is going to go out of bounds. Ramsey Botsford had the steal and threw it down, but it got tipped out of bounds by one of the Lady Warriors. Got a fingertip on it, I guess, and it's going to be Hamilton basketball over on their end of the court. Harry Tim with it, long three straight away, misses everything on the three-point attempt by Julia Brook, who through default, she's one of the top scorers, but one of the players that had more points on the average ahead of her is out injured here tonight. No score in the game in the first 35 seconds. Here goes Cale Peterson in the lane, a little up and under, goes up strong with the left hand, draws the foul. Looks like that should be on Eva Finnessy. And she'll be going to the free throw line to shoot a pair for the Lady Warriors.
Yeah, set play there out of the opening. Go into Peterson in the post, let her go to work. A little one-on-one. Interesting to see. Hamilton did not double at all. Sent nobody to help.
First free throw is no good. Of course, their 6-foot player that we saw not playing here tonight, Rachel Rank, who averages 12.2 points a game. She is out injured, so that'll make things a little easier inside. Second free throw is good for Cale. We'll pass down to the post, and that one's overlaid, and Peterson tries to get the rebound, gets knocked down, but Gracie Gopalan leading the charge right now. Maddie Vandestreek gets it out to Peterson, spins in the lane, goes up with the right hand, it comes up short on her shot, and Trinity Pierce gets the rebound and puts it back in. And Trinity Pierce with an early 2 points in the ball game. Nice board from Trinity.
You bet. That's what Trinity can make a living on right there. Just get to that glass.
3-point shot up, and it is good for Ari Tim. That evens things up at 3 apiece. So they've got a quick trigger with a few of the players shooting some threes. Roland Harder with it down in the corner. He's up for dribble, gets it over to Gopalan, back out on top now to Peterson. Cale struggling a little bit with her shooting from downtown the last few games that we've seen. Trying to get that back in order again. Missed shot in the drive by Vandestreek. That is rebounded and beating Waupun down on the other side. A shot, but they miss it inside, and they're going to let them play a little bit tonight.
You bet. Kind of like it.
Three-pointer up, and that is good. Rattles around off the rim, off the board, and goes in for Ramsey Botsford. 6-3 the lead now for Sussex Hamilton. It's Peterson on the right side. Man, that one got knocked out of her hands, and letting them play here.
Trinity getting on the floor.
It's good to see. Harder gets it down along that right block into Peterson. Back on top to Harder, then throws it off the foot of one of the Hamilton players, goes out of bounds.
Trinity Pierce diving on the floor, sacrificing the body, able to come up with the ball without traveling and save it to a teammate.
Inbounds pass into Peterson. One thing a little discerning was Waupun got beat down the court. That last time they just happened to miss the layup down there, but the defense did not get back in a hurry.
Foul goes against Botsford.
Waupun will inbound right over by the Hamilton bench. Hour with the video streaming. A few games and also our prep showcase show that's coming up tomorrow night. Greg and Jeff along to a lot of stuff here, but we'd love to have them along. Ball kicked out to the right side. Vandestreek lines up a three, a little too strong, and the ball goes off the hands of Rowan Harder out of bounds, and it'll be Hamilton basketball. Hope things are all right going through the marsh. I know it was kind of foggy in spots throughout town, and you go through the marsh, that's even just a little bit worse normally. I don't know what foggy nights.
Yeah, it was in.
And a little cut down the lane, and Cameron Dahlquist gets it, puts it in. Waupun trails 8-3, a timeout taken by Tim Alsma. We'll do the same back in 30 seconds with more girls basketball on Radio Plus.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. He's been in the business for 10 years and started up Torres Tree Service 3 years ago. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get to trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-344-5887.
And Tim Alsman not happy with what he's seen so far out of the Lady Warriors, getting beat a couple times down the court after Hamilton got the ball and getting an easy lay-in that last trip to take an 8-3 lead over Waupun. Was Gopal in a little runner and puts that in. Nice job by Gracie. Two little juke moves out on top, and then her lane right down to the middle of the basket to finish.
And noticed Hamilton really sitting on her right hand, trying to force Gracie to go left.
Drive from the left side by Ari Tim, and she's going to get fouled and go to the line now to shoot two.
That was on Vandestreek. First for her, first for Waupun. Yeah, they're really jumping on Gracie's right hand, trying to force her to the left side, and that time she took it all the way to the left.
Tim makes her first free throw, 9-5 the lead for the Chargers. And both go in for Ari Tim. She's got 5 points in the game. Half of the points for the Chargers. Ball kicked up to the right side to Vandestreek. Back out on top over to Cale Peterson. There goes Gracie on the right side. High off the glass, and that one's going to miss. And getting the rebound is Cameron Dahlquist. He'll hand it off over to Ari Tim, and again, really attacking Waupun and not afraid to take those threes either in the ball game. Phoebe Ben with it, kicks it left side over to Ari Tim. Down to the corner with it is Ramsey Botsford. So it looks like she stepped on the end line there. Good job by Vandestreek kind of cutting her off, and she ran out of real estate. So out of bounds, Waupun will get it back. Brian Babish checking in the game, and Trinity Pierce checking out to take a little break. 10-5 the lead for the visiting Hamilton Chargers. Division I school. I asked the coach, you guys D1 like the other schools on top of the conference? And we're a D1 school too.
Looks like a set play here by Waupun, but I'd like to see Cale get a little more aggressive offensively.
Here goes Gracie with a three-point shot. Back of the rim, no good. And getting the rebound is Rowan Harder. A look into Gracie inside. Oh, she overlays it, but Ryan Babish comes in for the rebound. She'll get fouled by one of the Charger players.
It's going to be on the floor. That's a good call, though.
Good hustle in there to draw that foul by Babish. And Gracie will inbound the ball on the Waupun's end line. Harder has it along the left side, working along the baseline. Here's a scoop, it up, draws the foul, and Rowan Harder going to the free throw line to shoot 2 for Waupun. Rowan just a 29% free throw shooter on the season.
Foul's going on Cameron Dahlquist. She picked up both of those last 2 fouls just in about a 10-second time limit there.
Rowan's first free throw, back of the rim, no good. Checking in for the Chargers is Brooke Baldwin. She's a player I said that probably played a little bit on the JV team, and he mentioned her as an addition to the roster. Another one too strong. And getting the rebound out of the Chargers, Ramsey Botsford with it. Gets it over to Tim. Ball down to the corner in the hands of Botsford. Dribbles out of the corner, guarded by Rowan Harder. And long three-pointer up now from Brooke is no good. Ball loose, and it is out of bounds. Looks like it's off the hands of Brooke Baldwin. Waupun basketball. Still trailing by 5, 10-5.
Baldwin, maybe one of the younger players, but she's got good size to her.
Gracie with the basketball, hands it off over to Peterson. The ball just loses or it gets knocked out of her hands, and here comes the Chargers the other way. Kind of had Rowan Harder by herself on the left side of the basket. I think she's trying to get it there, but it got knocked out of her hands before then. A little scramble for the ball, and Chargers come up with it. Ball's loose.
Over and back.
Wow. And we got one of the officials telling Coach McCoo, we got to get back.
Stay in the box.
Stay in the box. Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a warning. Stay in the box. That's a good call because it's, even though the ball was loose, it's last touch. There was no possession by Waupun. Ball was touched by Hamilton, went into the backcourt, touched the second time by Hamilton.
Waupun trying to get some kind of offensive flow. Only 5 points so far in the game, and they toss it away. Boy, looking ugly on the offense right now for Waupun. Then a reach-in foul by Rowan Harder after that. So it's looking a little suspect on the offensive end for Waupun.
Yeah. Harry Tim's a nice player, number 24 for Hamilton. Not very big, but she really gets after it defensively and just a good-looking jump shot.
And Harder trying to come up with that. It looks like it's going to go off the foot. Good job by Harder cutting in front, jumping that pass, and eventually it went off from Brooke Baldwin. Waupun gets it back. Been stuck on 10-5 here for a few minutes. Decent crowd here tonight. Come watch some non-conference basketball. Busy week for all three of us, really. Jeff had a girls hockey game yesterday that he did the play-by-play and the camera work for, and that's going to go out of bounds. Too high and hot on the pass by Rowan Harder, trying to find Gracie Gopalin down in the right corner. Out of bounds, Charger basketball.
Rowan with a skip pass, but you're right, just a little too much on it. Right idea. Try and move that defense to one side and then skip across, maybe a screen in the back end of it.
Ball down to the corner, three-pointer on the way, and that is good on the shot by Julia Brooke. Her first points opens up a 13-5 lead for Hamilton. Pass underneath, and that one's going to get tipped, and then that's going to go off the hands of Ramsey Botsford after she had it. Lost control of it. Luckily, Waupun gets it back, but they're down by 8 in the early going of the ball game. Pass inside to Peterson. It's one girl you don't want to receive the ball, especially right by the basket, and Kale gets her first field goal of the game. Another long three on the way. Was in line, but a little too strong, and Babish chases down the rebound. Good pass over to Vandestreek, who ran the court and got rewarded. Nice job finding her by Peterson. Good job by Vandestreek running the court and finishing.
That's a good catch and a good left-hand finish.
Good shot by the Chargers. They get the rebound, resetting. Baldwin now has it working against a couple of the Warriors, and another travel by Brooke Baldwin.
And Cale Peterson coming over to double. Put the sandwich on it. And Baldwin kind of slid her foot. Nice job by the Warriors. Good quick double team.
Waupun back within 4, 13-9, the lead for the Chargers. Peterson has it out on top. And she looks underneath and gets it to Harder. A nice place she found her right by the basket. She gets fouled on the shot, but she's going to go to the free throw line where she has some trouble during the season. See if we can get a little groove going here for Rowan Harder from the free throw line. He wasn't shot a lot of free throws this season. Well, a little strong in all 3 of her attempts so far, 0 for 3. Five team fouls on Hamilton and just 2 for Waupun so far. Another one way too strong.
And a violation. It's going to go against, what he said, 44?
24, Tim, 20. I think.
Okay, Tim, violation. No one gets another shot at it.
About the same thing every time. Way too strong every time off the back part of the rim. And we've got a 30-second timeout taken by Hamilton. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more girls basketball on RP Sports.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
At Waupun High School, and we're back at Waupun High School. We're having a few video problems. Do you want to do that now, Jeff?
Sure. I'm going to reboot.
He's going to reboot. He said it's going to take about 2 minutes, so hang with us. We'll be back with 10:23
less. Maybe.
We are back, and hopefully a full strength now. Missed shot inside by Waupun, but they trail 16-11 after R.A. Tim drains the three-point shot down to their end of the court while we are gone. So the three-pointer on the way. It's good, and making the shot is Julia Brook, and she'll be going to the free throw line to shoot one, looking for the 4-point play. And they've got some quick triggers out there, very confident catch and shoot players that we've seen so far with Ramsey Botsford, Julia Brook with her second 3, Ari Tim with a couple threes in the game. Free throw is nothing but net. On down 20-11, almost halfway through this first half of play. A crossover dribble and Rowan over on the other side, but getting the rebound and kicking it back up. Vandestreek takes it to the rack end, a little too strong. Backward Rowan Harder. A little drive to the basket, a little runner, and that's too strong. Waupun can't get anything going inside, and then finally getting fouled is Rowan Harder. I'm not sure if she wants to go to the free throw line, but she's got 2 more free throws. But Waupun with the opportunities just.
Yeah, Rowan Harder crashing the glass, doing the job here. You're right. Rowan in the book 0 for 4, actually 0 for 5 because one of them was a violation. You got a second chance at it.
And it takes a little off that one, catches the front of the rim. And I tell you, once you start having troubles at the free throw line, man, that gets right in your head. And
you bet it's all mental at this point.
I see we have Sophie Toutant on the court right now getting some time. Off the JV team, and that one
violation.
This is everything. So Hamilton will take it out now after that miss by Rowan Harder. So yeah, right now Waupun just can't get anything going offensively. You got Trinity Pierce back on the court again for the Lady Warriors. Another catch and shoot on the left side. That one catches the backboard and goes in. So they're feeling it. Julia Brook gets her third 3 of the game. She's got 10. And puts her team up 23-11.
Chloe Klein in the game now is going to cover Gracie.
The Lady Warriors with a basketball, but in trouble right now, down by 12, 23-11. Can't get anything going offensively. Peterson dribbles off to her left, gets it back over to Trinity Pierce. You see her dribbling a ball out in the perimeter like that.
Well, Waupun's a little stagnant on offense at times. It's tough.
Kind of threw that ball, hung it out to drive there, and getting there hair late was Chloe Klein, who's going to get a foul, the 5'6" junior.
It's going to be bonus time for Waupun the rest of the half.
Yes, one thing that's going their way, but the only thing right now. 8 fouls for them and 3 for us so far.
You have to make the free throws, though. That'll be the...
All right. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh. Stepping on the end line. There's not one Waupun player there to try to get that rebound, and then it goes right out the hands of Phoebe Venn, and then she steps on the end line, and it'll be Waupun's basketball. They catch a break, see if they can take advantage of it this time. Peterson gets the inbounds pass, being guarded by Phoebe Venn.
We're going to get Trinity Pierce for an illegal screen.
This is Waupun's 4th foul, but yeah, they've had some little bumps in the road here ever since they've had that Freedom game and the KML game that Waupun had. They looked really good. Then they did have a victory against Kewaskum that they won fairly convincingly, but still they looked like they had a few issues in that game. And then the trip over to Watertown, they got beat by Lake Mills, and they had a rough game against Lakeland. And losing to Grafton, a non-ranked team.
This is a Hamilton team we know is missing 2 or 3 of their top players.
Yeah, that's the other part of this.
Key components here, and they're still taking it to Waupun today.
Missing their 6-foot leading scorer out with an injury, averaging over 12 points a game. With Rachel Rank out with an injury tonight. Still taking it to Waupun, up 23-11. Brooke going into the right side and feeling everything. Puts about an 8-footer from the right side for Julia Brooke. We've got 12 points in the game, and we've got another timeout. And we'll be back in a minute with more girls basketball action on Radio Plus.
Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry is a proud sponsor in today's game. Celebrating 10 years in business, Nathan specializes in kitchen and bathroom remodels, whole house remodels, new construction, additions, and more. Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry also has an in-house designer on staff with virtual reality designs to help visualize your space before construction starts. Quality, efficiency, and integrity. Nathan Potrat's Custom Carpentry. See Nathan's work at potratscarpentry.com and like them on Facebook.
You've put a lot of thought into every detail of your new home, including the flooring. Or you finally decided on the perfect flooring to add life to your current home. Your next move is to call Daryl Vandezand at VZ Flooring to install it for you. He's fully insured and has been in the business for over 18 years, including starting VZ Flooring over 7 years ago. Daryl can install your new carpet, tile, LVP, LVT, and backsplash. Call VZ Flooring at 920-210-4909 to get a free estimate.
Waupun again taking a timeout, but trailing 25-11 with just under 7 minutes to play in the first half.
They're missing Lydia Holzman tonight, but everything being taken to them.
Peterson turns around, and that's going to help just a little bit if we get Kale going from behind the arc. Our defender, Phoebe Venn, fell down, turns around, nobody there, and buries one. Body on the floor over there with Julia Brooke. The only Waupun player over there was Gracie Gopalin. That's just her first foul.
5 team fouls on Waupun.
So Ari Tim with it, and their point guard for the Chargers. Dribbles off to her right, guarded by Kale Peterson out on top. Gets it off over to Eva Finnessy. And back to Tim. Again, she just gets it and shoots a little off right on that one. And a race for the ball. Nice job by Chloe Klein for the Chargers to get the ball. And
she's okay there, I think. Just a fumbled ball. You're able to go pick it up. Can't dribble it again, but you can grab it.
Aaron passes, and Waupun finally comes up with it. Trailing by 11, 25-14. You see Gopal and gets it over half court. Whoa. And she runs right into Peterson, goes down hard. We're going to see.
I'd say that's going to be on the defense. It should be. Peterson just holding her position.
I don't think she gave her a shot at all. So she went down hard. So
officials here not sure what to do. That's just a good screen. Your teammates don't call it out. You can't help it.
Right. Just because she went down hard doesn't mean that it was Peterson's fault. She just
he's going to bail. The official's going to bail himself out here and just say no foul either way. Said I'm just going to protect my the player on the floor, make sure she's not hurt, and then we're going to play on.
Okay.
It's a lot of contact, yeah, you could say.
A little rattled after that. J.C. Fierst, 5'8" sophomore, checking in for Hamilton.
I think that official's reaction was he was going to call a foul on Peterson and realized he really didn't do anything other than holding her position.
We'll play on here, 25-14. Get it out to Kale. Let's see if she gets. They're going to get a blocking foul on Phoebe Venn. Reached in and then just kind of created the contact with Kale. So Kale's going to go to the free throw line to shoot the bonus. Team foul number 9 on Hamilton. Oh, and that's no good on the front end of a bonus. Hate seeing that. Wow. And nice attempt there to get the rebound by Babish, but off her hands and out of bounds as she chases it down in the corner.
Not for lack of effort, I'll tell you that. Ryan throwing herself after that thing.
25-14, Waupun trailing by 11. 5.5 minutes left. Look inside, then a little pump fake, and going up and finishing is Eva Finnessy. Her first points of the game, back to a 13-point lead for the Chargers. A jump stop by Gracie Gopal gets fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. A miserable free throw shooting night for Waupun as a team. Oh, man.
It goes on Tim, her first.
This free throw is too strong because she's just a 29% free throw shooter now. She's missed that one and has another one, but it's killing us at the free throw line here, getting the opportunities.
Oh, yeah, we'd be right in this game if we had made free throws.
This free throw also no good, and that's going to get chased down by a Touton. They're going to say maybe she pushed off on it to get to it?
I believe so.
Sophie Touton picks up the foul for the Lady Warriors. It'll be Charger basketball. Checking back in, Julia Brook. And sitting down will be Ari Tim.
It's Waupun's 6th team foul. Be in bonus for the next 5 minutes.
Another three-point shot on the way from another player, but that one misses, and the shot by J.C. Fierst. Waupun pushing it up, but gets stopped by Chloe Klein on her way down. She's got it near half court.
And Klein's doing a nice job covering Gracie right now, really moving her feet.
Let's look into Babish and overlays it, and Peterson gets the rebound. She misses it. Waupun's missing some point-blank shots here in the ball game. Man, 2 great opportunities. Waupun's been missing them too strong. And
bailed her out on a timeout. Good job by the coach.
Out of control heading down the sideline, Chloe Klein, but the coach calls a timeout, and we'll do the same back in 1 minute with more Lady Warrior basketball on RP Sports.
Andy with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Business as usual this week. Andy, stop on by and warm up with a beverage or some hot plate special, some lunch here.
Absolutely. We got something different going every day. We've got the hot plate specials, beef, turkey, and pork. That's usually going every day. Our daily special board changes by the day, whatever they're going to put on a special out of the kitchen. Mondays, of course, are all-you-can-eat shrimp, and we have a pizza special. Tuesdays, of course, is Mexican all day. Wednesdays is wings after 4 p.m. Thursdays, we have build your own burger, and Fridays, of course, is fish.
Our favorite NFL team no longer participating in the season and the playoffs here, but you got the NFL games on beginning on Saturday.
I've got 17 different tap lines and all kinds of different spirits on hand to get you through that situation, but we'll definitely have the playoffs going on the weekend. Saturday and Sunday are games. Of course, the Badgers will be rocking those games as well, along with the Bucks.
Well, get her back on track here at the Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Have a good week, Andy. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks, Nick.
Okay, timeout taken by Craig McCoo. As this player was stumbling and bumbling along the sideline, helped bail her out a little bit before she would have fell down and gave the ball up. So still in the hands of the Chargers, but they've got good game going with 3 of their main players, at least 2 of their main players out with injuries, but they got a 27-14 lead over Waupun. Ball's tipped loose, and coming up with it is Trinity Pierce. Good job by Babish to tip the ball. Eventually Trinity Pierce comes up with it.
A little post action here by Peterson.
He just flicks it up, it comes up short on the shot. Doing a pretty good job against Kale inside as Phoebe Venn. Plays her pretty physically out there, and they're letting her do it.
She's catching is Kale, but not where she quite wants to be. It's getting moved out about another 2 feet, and it's making a difference.
Ooh, nice pass inside from J.C. Pierce, and finds Julia Brook going underneath the basket. Flicks it over her shoulder and puts it in. 29-14 the lead for the Chargers. So Collin has it on top, gets it down along that left post over to Peterson. Got the Babish, and ball loose, and fighting for it is Ryan Babish. She's going to get fouled, and she's going to be going to the free throw line to shoot 2 more free throws for the Lady Warriors. Very physical team, Hamilton, racking up the fouls, but finishing on their shots way better than Waupun is.
Let's see if Ryan has any more success at the free throw line.
They don't even have her down for because everybody besides your top 3 or 4 players don't have many free throws on the season.
Waupun is 1 of 9 from the line in this game.
Ouch. That one, that looks good. Let the freshman take care of it at the line. Yeah, she's going to be a good one. She's a 3-sport athlete, a great softball player. She was a starting left side hitter on the volleyball team, getting plenty of minutes on the basketball team, and maybe earning herself some more time out there. Makes both free throws. That's good to see. Her mom being a very good athlete here, Katie, when she's Katie Beam back here at Waupun High School, state champion volleyball player. Boy, catch and shoot 3-pointer left corner is no good, but rebound again in the hands of Hamilton. Get it inside into Finney and kick it back out. Tim back in the game, dribbles off to her left, stays out on the perimeter. And they get it over to Venn. And looking inside and getting it too far, close to the basket. Eva Finney gets the pass and finishes. Kind of had Trinity sealed off. Got herself an easy 2.
Yeah, that was set up all the way. Get Trinity fronting on one end, swing the ball, and then do it.
Nice job, a little up and under move by Kale Peterson, and finishes with the left hand. Waupun trailing by 13, 31-18. And a foul on Hamilton.
Yeah, Phoebe Venn, I believe. Another illegal screen. No free throw shot on a team control foul.
And it's her second foul, and that's somebody you'd like to see maybe get a little foul trouble if you're a Waupun fan. They're doing a pretty good job covering Kale Peterson so far in the ball game. 31-18, 2:43 left in the first half here at Waupun High School.
Chargers just a little stronger and more physical tonight.
That's just they're used to playing that way night in and night out against D1 schools because they are a D1 school. And then Eva Finney is going to pick up a foul. Kind of got her hands or arms on her, gave her kind of pushing her a little bit. Some more free throws for Waupun. See if they can take advantage of it. Kale Peterson at the line.
Yeah, that's by rule now, by definition. And Kale misses. Man.
Well, she's like 1 for 4.
She is 1 for 4 at this point, yes.
70% free throw shooter on the season. This free throw is good for Kale. 12-point lead for the Chargers, 31-19. Pass inside, loose, and coming up with it is Babish, and Waupun's got it. Tighten this thing up just a little bit more. Peterson, 3-pointer, left side, rims out, no good. Chasing down the long rebound is Gracie Gopalin. Crossover for Gracie and finds Babish down the corner. Gets it back out on top, and Peterson has it along the post again. Turns around, and in front of the rim, no good. And it's going to be a foul on Trinity Pierce on the rebound attempt.
Trinity's second foul. This will be bonus time for Sussex.
Man, the opportunities, like I said, just make half your free throws or something in the game. And Make it a little more interesting game. Waupun down by 12, and bonus time at the free throw line is Brooke Baldwin, looking for her first point.
Yeah, 4 of 16, Waupun now from the line.
She throws well short, and Babish gets herself another rebound. Very active player, but I mention her name quite often. She's earning herself some pretty good playing time here in this first half for Waupun. Peterson will turn around, comes up short. And they're going to get a foul.
Yeah.
They're trying to tie it up.
It's going against Gracie.
Yeah, Gracie going after it hard, and then just couldn't quite get a handle on it to get a tie up. So some more free throws for Hamilton.
Looks like Gracie's okay. Went down hard, kind of banged the back of her head on the floor.
Yeah, frustrating first half here for Waupun fans. Waupun just not looking themselves here in this ball game.
Well, it's the difference between playing D3 schools and
Yeah.
D1 schools, D2 schools.
Finnessy made her first free throw, earns herself another one. And makes the second. 6 points in the game for her. Chloe Klein checking back in, coming in for Eva Finnessy. Waupun will bring it up, trailing 33-19. 1.5 minutes left here in the first half. Peterson tries on the right side, back out on top over to Gopal and throws up a three, no good. Peterson trying to haul in the rebound, puts it up in a great battle with two players kind of battling for it above their heads, and Kale just ripped it out of there and finishes right behind them.
Long arms of Peterson getting it done.
Back to a 12-point lead for the Chargers.
Hamilton, they run good offense. I like to watch it, what they're doing.
And a nice drive with the left hand, open in for Ari Tim. Yeah, they're rock solid. Pound fakes left, goes right, too strong, and getting the rebound is Brooke Baldwin. With her hands full here tonight at home. Got a game on Friday over at Plymouth, I should say. And ball taken away by Vandestreek off to the races on the left side. Goes up, and that one no good, and Babish puts it up and in on the rebound for Ryan Babish. Her fourth point, 35-23 in favor of Hamilton. Maddie, very active player, gets in there, knocks it away from Tim, but it'll remain Hamilton basketball.
17 seconds left. You're going to probably see Hamilton hold. Try and get that shot under about 7 or 6 seconds.
Back over Tim as time runs out, down to 3 seconds. Tim will throw it up there off the glass, no good. Peterson with a rebound. Buzzer goes off, and Waupun with a rough first half here against Hamilton at home. 35-23 in favor of the Chargers. And Randy and I'll come back and talk about the first half of action from Waupun High School in just 3 minutes right here on RP Sports.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Les. I've suffered with a bad right knee for 30 years or 40 years. Actually had a knee replacement scheduled, and I looked into this, and it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. My knee now, 3 months later, is almost like new. I can run up and down stairs. I can sit at a gym watching a basketball game. Really, really happy and pleased with the results. Plan on strongly recommending this to, and I have been recommending this to friends and family who have had joint issues, shoulders, backs, and knees.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
When's the last time you reviewed your Medicare or your health insurance benefits? Do you have a plan? A lot of people choose plans that don't fit their healthcare needs or budget. Don't make that mistake. We here at SIA Insurance work with many different companies and carriers to get you the best coverage at the best value. For more information, contact SIA Insurance at 999 West Main Street in Waupun. Call SIA Insurance at 324-2071 for free help.
Welcome back to Waupun Area Junior Senior High School. Steve and Randy with you, bringing the play-by-play. Jeff Sauer on the video streaming, and Waupun with a rough first half here against Hamilton, trailing now 35-23 at halftime. Just couldn't get anything going offensively.
And credit the Chargers. I mean, they're physical. They're very skilled, and they're just like you said, they're fourth in their conference, but they're playing high-level competition. They know how to play the game, and they're getting after it right now. They weren't doubling Kale early, but then they went to it. Just Waupun not able to get anything going. A little bit stagnant in the offense. A lot of dribbling with one person and four standing, and that doesn't always bode well.
No, you got a lot of girls, a few girls out there just aren't used to being the target for getting some passes and looking to score, and now they're being asked to do that with Lydia Alsma out and looking for that other scorer in there. And one girl I really thought really stepped up to the task was Brian Babish coming off the bench, and she got her nose in there getting rebounds and got herself a few points in the first half, and I liked what she did. She really proved that she deserves some playing time out there for the Lady Warriors in that first half. Got the fourth graders playing out there right now, the future of Waupun girls basketball. Had the boys doing that a few nights ago. But again, a rough start here for Waupun, and the Sussex team playing with some inspired ball. Boy, they've got some girls that are quick shoot artists out there. They get it, just catch and shoot, and they're making them start pulling away from Waupun, and Warriors just had no answer, and it was really rough at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're shooting the ball well from the outside, and then they also have interior post presence, and they're doing a nice job. They're strong. They get great position. They kind of, move people out of the way, get the ball where they want, and then they're able to score it high off the glass. So doing a good job in all aspects of the game.
Let's take a look at scoring here in the first half.
First off for Hamilton quickly, Julia Brook with 14 points. She has a couple of made three-pointers. I'll just go over their top score. Finnessy with 6, and Ari Tim has 10. She has 2 made three-pointers as well. And I believe, yes, Hamilton is 5 of 5 from the free throw line. For Waupun, Maddie Vanestreek with 2. She had that run-out left-hand layup. Trinity Pierce with 2. Ryan Babish with 4. She is 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Rowan Harder did not score. Struggled at the line. Gracie Gopalin has 2 points. Also a bit of a struggle at the line. Kale Peterson leads Waupun with 13. She has 1 made 3-pointer. And Waupun as a team, they are 4 of 16 from the line. 25%. You got to figure that I think 2 or 3 of those were front ends of bonuses. Probably 2 of them for sure were front end of bonuses. So almost worse than 25%.
Yeah, rough. And also their shooting inside was awful, too. They missed a lot of opportunities inside where they could have got some points, and they just couldn't get those to go, overshooting them, and just not looking confident on getting the shots to go for them. So, again, a rough first half for Waupun. We'll see how they come out here in the second half against Hamilton. They trail 35-23, and Randy and I will be back in just 3 minutes with the second half of action, 35-23 in favor of Hamilton as we go for the rest of our halftime, and be back right after this on The Source.
Looking to boost that bottom line? Check out the Massey Ferguson 7700S Series tractor at Waupun Equipment Company. These versatile machines have a wide selection of engine, transmission, and hydraulic specs so you can get the perfect machine for the work you need it to do. High-quality engineering and the latest precision farming tools add value and help you find new ways to be profitable. All this from the straightforward, dependable Massey Ferguson 7700S Series. See Waupun Equipment in Waupun, Watertown, and Eden for details.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today. The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports. If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. He's been in the business for 10 years and started up Torres Tree Service 3 years ago. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get-to trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-344-5887. This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Well, let's see what kind of inspiring talk that we have from Tim Olsma with his girls here at halftime as we come into it. Waupun trailing by 12. They've been kind of hovering right around that range. 35-23 they trail, and Hamilton will get the ball first to start the second half.
We've seen Waupun go to zone quite often in the second half. A little trapping action going right now.
Shot just from past the free throw line, no good, and Rowan Harder with a rebound. See if we start out with a valuable trip down the court with some points.
Chargers sticking with their man-to-man.
Oh, Goes off from Gopal's hand and out of bounds on the pass by Rowan Harder. And it'll be Hamilton basketball.
Waupun, they try and run that little pin screen, that backside screen, skip the ball over top. Just a miscommunication there, not a clean catch by Gracie. Travel.
And that's going to be moving both the feet, Brooke and Travel, and it'll be Waupun basketball. A rough start for both teams here in the second half. Gopalin walks it up the court now for the Lady Warriors. Peterson gets it by the left elbow, over to Gopalin. Will drive in the lane and kind of in trouble now, loses it. Still no shot for Waupun as Ari Tim comes up with it, pushing it the other way. And a nice drive to the basket. Julia Brooke kind of fades away just a little bit to stay away from Peterson's long arms and finishes for her 16th point of the game.
Oh, she's had a heck of a game so far. Very well played.
Peterson out on top, and then not for sure knowing our luck that was going to go in after the wouldn't have been good in the shot. A foul on the Hamilton Chargers.
It's going to go on Finnessy, her third.
She's going to come out, and coming in for her is Phoebe Venn, who we saw quite a bit in that first half. Was having the job and she's getting physical with Kale Peterson out there, trying to throw her off a little bit.
Ben has 2 fouls herself.
Peterson again, wherever she turns, there's somebody there, and Harder shoots from the free throw and misses. Peterson chases it down in the corner, and she'll take it to the lane and scoop it up and in. There's patience there and a nice power move to the basket by Peterson. On back down by 12, 37-25. Look along the right block. They get into Dahlquist. And a drive on the left side of the lane, getting tripped up on her way to the basket is Phoebe Venn. It's going to be on Kale Peterson, her first foul in the game. Then about a 58% free throw shooter. No points in the first half. And still none after that first free throw misses. The free throw for Venn, and that one goes in. First point of the game. 38-25 in favor of Hamilton. Kale has it outside for somebody to score here.
Yeah.
It gets knocked out of her hands. Coming up with it, going the other way is Brooke. Puts it off the rim and no good. And then looks like it's going to be a foul on Gracie Gopal and kind of going over the back of Ari Tim.
Yeah, it's going to be 3 on Gracie. Vandestreek with 2, Gracie with 3 now. Nobody else with more than 1.
Still not getting it going here yet in the first couple of minutes of the second half. Ben with the ball, gets it back over to Tim, and ball knocked away by Harder inside. Vandestreek comes up with it, surrounded by a couple players from Hamilton. And they're going to say it's a tied-up ball, and Waupun will get it with the arrow pointing their way. And nothing going smooth. Looks like Hamilton just giving him any openings and just struggling.
Chargers looking to give help on Kale Peterson now as they know she's able to score.
Pass out to the right corner. Babish will throw up a 3. That's a little too short. Chasing it down is Vandestreek, and she throws it away. Brooke going the other way with it. And she finishes this time down the court.
That's a great finish right there. Under extreme duress.
And Mr. Last Chance almost exactly like that. And from the right elbow, nothing but net for Kale Peterson. 40-27 the lead for Hamilton. Brooke has it. Cross-court pass over on the right side over to Tim. Little runner is no good. Peterson gets the rebound, pushing it up now for the Lady Warriors. Around the back and just throws it too far in front of her. It's thrown away. Pass over on the right side, and looks like we're going to have a travel. Good job hustling down to change that shot. Looked like Ramsey Botsford was going to have an easy 2 points, but kind of threw her off a little bit, ends up traveling. Waupun will get it back. Waupun has it near half court to set things up for Waupun. He gets something going here. Drive to the basket, a runner off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, gets fouled, and goes to the free throw line to shoot a couple free throws. So she's 0 for 2 so far in the game. Maybe be luckier on this basket here. 0 for 3?
0 for 3 in the game, yes. Okay. Ooh, ouch.
Just barely hits the front of the rim.
You know, and I know being an ex-coach, I mean, what do you do when kids are struggling at the free throw line like that? You go practice. Obviously, you can practice, but sometimes it's not really the answer. You just got to leave them alone, and hopefully they work it out. You got to shoot them on your own.
Get it down along the block and back out on top over to Venn. Gets it knocked away by Peterson. Waupun taking it the other way. Peterson launches up a 3, and that's a little too strong, and getting the rebound is Julia Brook. Just can't get that big shot to get back down into single digits. 40-28. Pass inside over, shoots the intended receiver on that one, and Babish comes up with it. Peterson by the free throw line puts it up too strong. Ball is loose, and Cameron Dahlquist gets the rebound. Goes over to Tim and kind of lowers her shoulder into Gracie Gopal, and is going to pick up a foul.
And that is going to be Gracie's 4th.
It's one of those nights.
Yeah.
His free throw is no good. 10 points in the game for Ari Tim. Upon trying anything here, they're going to bring Gracie out, and bringing into the ball game is Carly White, the 5'4" freshman. And Peterson missing both as Tim after she was 2 for 2 in the beginning of the ball game. Peterson around the back by the free throw line and goes up with a right hand and finally gets it to drop, kind of hung there on the right side of the rim. And Peterson gets her 6th point of the second half. She has 19.
Travel.
And another travel is called. She likes to shuffle those feet together. That little jump. Another travel call on Julia Brook, her 2nd of the half. Waupun within 10 now, 40-30. And then a travel is going to be called on Carly White. Just slid her pivot foot a little bit, so it's going back over to the Hamilton side. Botsford in the corner, going along the baseline, and then ends up dribbling it off her foot. This is just kind of an ugly basketball game.
Right
even
now,
uglier
yes.
in that the second half, even uglier than the first half. For Waupun to still be kind of hanging around a little bit, just a few shots away from making this an interesting game.
Yeah, they're looking to get the ball out of Cale Peterson's hands into the younger players' hands. Doubling, just not even hiding it.
Get Maddie to dump in a 3 for us right now. It's on the line, but a little too strong. And getting the rebound is Brook, pushing it the other way for Hamilton. She'll bring it out to reset, chased down by Cale. Tim near half court with it, dribbles off to her left. 3-pointer being put up by Botsford. Front of the rim, no good. A race to the ball, and Maddie Vanderstreek has it. Crossover dribble, goes up with the right hand, gets it blocked, and coming up with it is Brook. And a good job there by Rowan Harder, jumping the pass in the lane. Where's that magic basket that can get us down within single digits? And then a timeout taken by Waupun. And we will be back with more Lady Warrior basketball right after this on RP Sports.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem.
My name's Gary. I had arthritis really bad in my right knee over 3 months ago. Couldn't really do anything, couldn't do stairs, just simple stuff. And now I can do things I couldn't do before. I can climb stairs, walk, anything. My spine's better. And my personal opinion is you're a fool not to get this done.
Hi, my name is Joni. I came here because I needed a new knee, but I didn't want to go through all that surgery and everything. I'm very pleased with it. And the reason I did it because I couldn't go up and down stairs very well. I couldn't work too long hours and had a hard time getting in and out of the car. I had to lift my knee up. And now I can do all those things. And I have no pain, and I would recommend it to everyone, and I have.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
Okay, we are back at Waupun High School. 10-point lead for Hamilton, 40-30 is the score. Waupun takes a timeout back after that.
Plenty of time yet. 10-point game. I mean, it seems worse than that, and it's
feels
not.
Worse,
yeah, it feels like the Chargers dominating more than that, but only 10 points and lots of time left.
We got Gracie Gopalin out with some foul trouble right now. 4 fouls. 3-pointer on the way is a little too strong again for the Lady Warriors. Getting the rebound is Julia Brook. Gets it down to her teammate Botsford. Here goes Tim through the lane, and it gets taken away by Rowan Harder. Kind of tipped away from her a little bit by Peterson. Around the back, between the legs, crossover dribble, goes in on the left side, and
it's going to be a foul on the floor.
Good job by Peterson, throwing all her skills on that one. Crossover around the back, and Waupun will inbound on their end line. Only 3 team fouls on both teams. Not exactly like the first half. Peterson, long 3 on the way. He is no good, just can't get her range. A lot being asked out of her tonight to be kind of a little more guard duty for her tonight than she's had on a regular game.
Upon one and done. Hamilton doing a great job on the glass.
Nice pass inside, but a missed shot by Brooke Baldwin. Waupun comes up with it. See if they can take advantage this time down the court. Bring some stuff together. Listen, 2 nights we're going to be over, by the free throw line up and no good again. Too strong from that range for Rowan Harder.
That's a good shot, though. That's the shot you need to take if you're going to make other defenses stay honest.
Brooke gets a lot of rebounds. Peterson knocks it away, chases it down, and then misses on the bottom of the rim. Just can't buy that basket to get us in single digits for a deficit. Hamilton's giving us opportunities. They're missing some shots inside, too. Tim out on top with it. Get along the right block over to Baldwin. Tapped away by Babish. And Vandestreet comes up along the left side with the basketball for the Warriors. Peterson will launch up another 3. Comes up short. Nice job by Babish getting in there. Then looks like we're going to have a foul by Tim. Grabbing a little wrist on that. But again, some great hustle there by Ryan Babish. Some major playing time in this game for Waupun.
Gopalin's going to check back in with 4 fouls. So you don't have a lot of options. You're going to put Gracie in there, and hopefully she can stay clean.
She actually inbounding, gets it into Harder. Jump stop, nice move and a great finish there by Gracie. Splits a couple defenders and makes about a 4-footer. Long 3 being put up, that misses everything. Stepping on the end line, luckily after that air ball, Cam Dahlquist steps on the end line. Waupun will get it back, and they only trail by 8. Not even halfway through the second half. 10 minutes and counting down in the ball game.
Should be a great comeback, huh?
Gracie drives it in, kind of underhand flip over to Rowan Harder. Knowing Gracie's driving, anybody by the basket could get that ball. Got to be ready. Ball down to the corner over to J.C. Fierce. Dribbles out of the corner. Get in the lane, and pulling up and putting it in is Eva Finnessy. Now with 8 points in the game. And Gracie's going to launch up a three, and that is no good. Battle for the ball, and coming up with it is Hamilton. Nice rebound by Cameron Dahlquist. Down to the block, and it's going to go off from Peterson. Will remain Hamilton basketball. We've got a lot of stuff happening this week yet. We're going to take a timeout. We'll talk about our busy week right after this. Back in 30 seconds with more Lady Warrior basketball on RP Sports.
With mycnhistore.com, you can manage your equipment at any time, from anywhere, all from the convenience of your laptop or phone. Just search genuine New Holland parts by category, model, or part number, and keep your equipment running efficiently. Need a genuine New Holland part and don't have time to wait? Visit mycnhistore.com and get it done faster. Waupun Equipment Company, Waupun in Watertown. Log on waupunequipment.com and like them on Facebook.
Okay, Hamilton timeout. 10-point lead for the Chargers, 42-32. Not quite halfway through the second half. Let's see if Waupun can just get something going here. They're just kind of hanging around. Hamilton's doing them some favors by missing their opportunities. Let's see what they can do.
Both teams playing hard-nosed man defense. Waupun looking to trap once in a while.
Three-pointer right corner, too strong. Harder with the rebound. Gives it up to Gopal, looks down the court and finds Vandis. Three comes up short on her lay-in on the left side. Got to have those. Going back Hamilton's way. Brooke with it. Back in the hands of Tim. Pass in the lane, and that's going to get taken away on a bad pass attempt by Cameron Dahlquist. Another opportunity for Waupun. Vandis throws up a three, rims out, no good. Peterson gets the rebound, puts it back and puts it in. Waupun now back within 8, 42-34. 21 points in the night now for Cale Peterson, and Maddie Vandis with a steal. 2-on-1 break. Going to get it out over to Gracie Gopalin with a scoop and free layup and good. Back within 6 are the Lady Warriors.
Crowd coming to life here. Waupun fans trying to encourage their team.
42-36. Tim gets it down in the corner. Long three being put up, and that's no good. Ball is did not go out of bounds, so it's still in play. Hamilton, three-point shot from the left corner is no good. And again, another rebound by Hamilton.
Wow.
And they're going to miss a bunch of shots, so Wapun's going to get it back, and
Numbers.
Here we go. It's Peterson with it. There's a lane to the basket, a little runner, and puts it in. Waupun, unbelievably, back within 4, 42-38. Little run that we've been looking for the entire night for Waupun. They're having it right now. Vandis is sure. I don't think anybody was out of bounds that touched that ball.
What's the call? Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, I
don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No, nobody was out of bounds. Everybody did a good job laying off it, and laying on the floor right now is Julia Brooke right below us.
That was the explanation that she was out of bounds when she touched the ball, but
nobody was.
We had a great bird's eye view of that.
Nobody asked the radio guys.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a better view than you got from up here.
We could be biased, though.
Yeah. It looked like both players got their legs and everything out of the way. Once they went out of bounds, they were done with it, and the ball just kind of stayed in. Took that fumble in the Detroit game after Waupun on the sideline. You just wish it was going to go out of bounds, or somebody
touch it while they were out of bounds, right?
Yeah, but just didn't happen.
Don't bring that subject up.
I slept pretty good right after it. I'm not that crazy about it like I used to be. That would have kept me up all night about 15 years ago or so. Now we're just lucky to have a game that meant something in the last game of the season. Again, Waupun only down by 4, and then I don't know if she touched the middle line. She touched the.
They're going to call a player control foul.
Okay, that's on Julia Brooks. Picks up a foul as she's double teamed by half court. Wapun's going to get it back. See if we can take another step towards maybe getting a lead back in this ball game. Down by 4 right now. Peterson kicks it out left side. Maddie Vanderstreek, three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound in the hands of Ari Tim. Tim will get down to the corner, three-pointer on the way, and that's going to be short. Peterson going after the rebound, does not come up with it. She's going to get called for the reach-in as Cameron Dahlquist comes up with it, but going to reach back and held onto her arm, and she's going to get called for a foul. Just her second foul in the ball game.
Hamilton not afraid to keep pulling the trigger with that. Just that 4-point lead. Shooting some threes, taking quick shots.
Botsford gets the inbounds pass back down to the corner, and again, moving both those feet, and they're getting her, and rightfully so. She's got to get that out of her game. Because Julia Brook gets called for a travel again for the third time in the second half. She's picking both her feet up, catching the ball, then jumping to another spot with both feet is what she's doing. Coach is asking what she's doing. Peterson has it in the lane, back out on top over to Gracie. Back over to Kale. Launches up on three, and it's nothing but net for Kale Peterson. Waupun, believe it or not, back within a point, 42-41.
Believe it or not. Yeah, no kidding, huh?
It's about a 16-footer, that's no good. Waupun with an opportunity to take the lead this trip down the court. Gracie gets a pass over half court. Set things up for the Lady Warriors, trailing 42-41. Peterson with a basketball.
Kale thought about it. Tripled.
Oh, she's triple teamed and swung right into Ramsey Botsford, who came up with the ball.
Nice move.
Yeah, a little fake pass to the left. Goes to the rack and finishes on the right. Waupun down by 3, 44-41. We got a timeout on the court. Back after this on Radio Plus.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports.
Okay, we are back. Waupun getting within a point, but now trailing by 3, 44-41, but plenty of time, 5:49 left on the clock. Nice run by the Lady Warriors. Got the ball now and get back in that position again where they have their opportunities, just can't quite hit from downtown on a regular basis.
What a game. I was ready to kind of check out there for a while. I thought Waupun down by a dozen or better and didn't look like it was going to happen.
Well, Gracie gets it. She's going to be called for traveling, kind of lost a handle. Going to brush the ball off one of the Hamilton players. They got it back and then a couple steps, and she gets called for the travel. Hamilton back with a basketball and that 3-point lead.
Waupun in that 1-2-2 zone. Looking to trap in the corners.
Ball passed out to the left side over to Dahlquist. Cross-court pass. Nice attempt to try to steal the ball by Vandestreek, but can't quite get a handle on it, so it'll remain Hamilton basketball. 44-41 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard in favor of Hamilton. Ooh, Gracie almost,
almost
a little bump to get that fifth foul.
Fifth foul, you bet.
Keep away right now, and they're going to bring it out to the right side again. Just running some clock on Waupun, but down to 5 minutes left in the game.
It's okay, plenty of time. You don't have to panic.
Botsford with it down in the corner. Cross-court pass, and they're going to look inside and go in against Peterson. Now they decide better to take that shot. Nice job here by Hamilton. They get what they're looking for. Don't shoot it unless you get an easy shot, and they did. They got a nice pass in to Cameron Dahlquist. Turns around, finishes, and
the foul.
And the foul at the end. So she's going to the free throw line for one. It was a good job there by Hamilton to run a bunch of clock off and just wait for that one good shot, and they got it.
Yeah, that's that 95%er you want to have in that situation. They knocked down the free throw.
On now, down by 6, 47-41. Little hesitation move and a runner off the back of the rim, no good. Ball is loose in the hands now of Gracie Gopal, and a quick timeout taken by Tim Alsma. Let's talk a little bit about our show coming up. Gracie's hurt on the floor right now, and
in her hip, maybe her
little
groin muscle, maybe upper thigh, hip.
A rough night here for Gracie, but coming up tomorrow night, we have got our prep showcase, our prep sports showcase over at the other bar, and we're going to have 3 coaches there and a bunch of players from those teams. Tim Alsma will be there from the Waupun Lady Warriors. They'll bring along 2 or 3 players. They also have Brett Pickards. He'll be there with a few of his players. Waupun boys basketball coach Josh Gibbons, the boys coach over at Central Wisconsin Christian School. We're doing one of their games coming up on Thursday at Randolph against the Rockets. He'll have a few of his players, and we'll talk to Derek Stanke. He'll be talking a little American Legion softball that's starting in the state. And he's the top dog in that for the state, so it'll be fun to talk to him coming up tomorrow night at the other bar from 6 o'clock till 7 o'clock. Jeff's going to be there. We're going to video stream the whole event, plus have it on the radio, so join us for the Prep Sports Showcase that we have. I'm trying to think what we call it. I always call it the update with Nick Rush, but it's the showcase that we'll have coming up tomorrow at the other bar.
Get some wings.
Yeah, wing night. Peterson with a long 3, turns around, too short. Rowan Hunter with the rebound. Goes up with the left hand, and she's going to get fouled, and Rowan will be going to the free throw line.
Student section animate about Kale maybe getting knocked down on that jump shot. Okay, let's see if Rowan can get it done under the pressure.
Her house of horrors, a microphone or the free throw line for Rowan, but she does battle out there and does a lot of great things, rebounding and getting it out to her teammates, setting some picks out there.
There it is.
Yeah, that one looked beautiful. Perfect rotation on it. It's right in. Waupun back within 5, 47-42. 4:14 left in the game. And that one kind of hangs there for a while, and it's going to get knocked out of bounds. They say by Peterson. Kale said it wasn't her, but it'll be Hamilton basketball. Full court pressure now for Waupun here on Hamilton.
1-2-2. A little diamond press right now.
Yeah, that's got to be an offensive foul on that one. They kind of delayed, which makes it look a little worse on the call. But Julia Brook kind of said, "I'm going to split these players. I'm going to knock them side to side," and going to set herself up for that one. Waupun will get it back. So a big foul on Brook.
It's the 17th foul, so Waupun will have bonus the rest of the way. Wow, it's turned into an exciting game.
47-42, just over 4 minutes to play in the game. Babish has it along the left side, dribbles out of the corner, back out on top over to Peterson. Long 3 on the way, and it goes in.
Wow.
Kale Peterson with a much-needed 3-point basket. Back within 2, more full court pressure.
There's a violation there, I think, on a stepping over.
Yeah, Waupun's going to get this ball back because Kale wasn't out of bounds or anything yet. I was thinking they're going to call her for that, but she wasn't. So a violation.
He's calling a violation as the inbounder stepped over the line.
Craig McCoo he goes, I don't know what happened. Can somebody tell me at least what happened on the call? They weren't real adamant about the call.
Yeah, violation. Called it before Kale even stole the ball.
Within 2 are the Lady Warriors. Goes Gracie Gopal out on the perimeter, dribbles in the lane. And she's going to get bumped on her way to the basket. She will go to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. 47-45. Waupun's just right there with just under 4 to play. See if we can get Gracie to pop a couple in right now and tie this baby up. Free throw is good for Gopalin. Waupun back within a point now, 47-46. 3:51 left.
Has Waupun ever led in this game? Was it early? Did they lead?
I think they had the first point.
The first couple points, maybe?
Oh, yeah. They did, because they made a three-pointer all of a sudden to tie us at 3 apiece early in the game. So he misses the second one. More full court pressure. He's got trouble advancing, and Vandestreek's going to get called for a foul cutting off Ramsey Botsford. But I thought pretty good defense there by Vandestreek out there just a hair late, and she's going to pick up a foul.
That's going to be 5 on Maddie.
And your starters will be fouled out now, and of course Gracie with 4 fouls on her too, and Rowan Harder checking back in the game. You got Babish out there along with Trinity Pierce, Peterson, Gracie Gopal, and Rowan Harder, the 5 out in the court for Waupun.
Gracie's been able to play about 6 minutes here without picking up that 5th foul.
Free throw is up, and didn't look good to start with, but it did rattle home for Ramsey Botsford. 6 points in the game for her, and now a 2-point lead for Hamilton. Botsford's next free throw is up, and it is good. So both free throws good. New player coming in now for Hamilton with what we haven't seen for a while. Phoebe Ben's been sitting for quite some time, but back on the court now for the Chargers.
Trinity Pierce in for Waupun.
Yep, she's been out there for a bit. 49-46, the lead for Hamilton. Oh, ball's knocked away, and getting it, and goes Brooke the other way. Gets it blocked from Peterson. Yep. And it's going to go off at insult to injury. It goes off from Brooke after she goes to the floor. After Peterson's block hits her as she goes out of bounds, Waupun will get it back.
And I like the call. We had a great view of that, and it did. Right down off her backside as she went out of bounds.
Down by 3, 49-46. Waupun has that on top, back over to Peterson, and got a foul. Is going to be on Rowan Harder. Blocking foul on Harder is going to give the ball back to Hamilton with 3:16 left.
Again, no free throws. That's a team control foul. You do not shoot on that.
Peterson steals the inbounds pass, turns around, puts it in. They don't call the foul, but Peterson with a basket. Back within a point now are the Lady Warriors.
And the Diamond Press is still here looking to trap.
Tim has it.
Timeout.
And a timeout taken, bailing them out. Coach McCoo. Timeout on the court, and we'll be back in 1 minute with more girls basketball action on RP Sports.
When's the last time you reviewed your Medicare or your health insurance benefits? Do you have a plan? A lot of people choose plans that don't fit their healthcare needs or budget. Don't make that mistake. We here at SIA Insurance work with many different companies and carriers to get you the best coverage at the best value. For more information, contact SIA Insurance at 999 West Main Street in Waupun. Call SIA Insurance at 324-2071 for free help.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. He's been in the business for 10 years and started up Torres Tree Service 3 years ago. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard to get to trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-344-5887.
Here we go. 3:01 left in the game. Waupun somehow scraping their way back in this ball game. 49-48, they trail Hamilton. Some more full court pressure on the Chargers by the Lady Warriors. Going to get it back to Tim near half court. They do get it over the timeline. Tim has it near half court. Pretty good free. Trinity Pierce getting there way too late over by Ramsey Botsford. He just made a few free throws, 2 free throws Not that long ago here for Hamilton heading to the free throw line.
It's going to be a bonus, though.
Foul number 9 on Waupun. At the line is Ramsey Botsford.
Key rebounds right here. Make sure you're ready.
It is up and in. Back to a 2-point lead, 50-48 in favor of Hamilton.
I think Waupun would like to have a few of those missed free throws back from the first half.
Yeah. Jeez, free throws.
Missed 12 of them.
That one's no good, and Trinity Pierce gets the rebound, gives over to Peterson. You bring it over half court. Again, being guarded as she has most of the night by Phoebe Venn. Gives up her dribble, gets it back down to Trinity Pierce down in the corner. It's Peterson in the lane, a little runner, and puts it in. We are tied at 50 after that basket from Cale Peterson. Let's go Waupun. Ben gets it back over. It's going to be a tip, but now coming up with it is Hamilton. 50-50 with 2:13 and counting down in the game. You would have thought the way things are going. And the ball is tossed out of bounds. Waupun will get it back with an opportunity to take the lead. Ben will be going out. Coming in for her is Eva Finnessy. See if Waupun can take advantage, get that lead. 50-50.
What a game, man. And Jeff said off air, he kind of didn't know if Waupun had it tonight, but boy, they came back strong in this second half.
Tracy Gopalin has it, under 2 to play, dribbling out near half court, being guarded closely by Botsford, then backs up, stops the count, and countered again.
It's a lot of time to try and hold. 5 second, closely guarded.
Yeah, he quit counting.
Yes, he did.
But somebody else.
The coach is yelling it.
Yeah, because somebody else blew the whistle. I don't think it was this guy down here, and then he quit counting.
Yeah, he did.
50-50. But yeah, she wasn't more than 2 feet away from her the whole time. Going back to the free throw line. Botsford, and Gracie is done. Just getting there a little late and tripping up Botsford, who made a move towards the basket.
Botsford's down. A little slow getting up.
Yeah. Still just discussing, Tim, is the counting of the 5 second call.
Looks like Botsworth's going to have to leave the game as they brought. No, maybe not.
Botsford is going to come out.
I think because staff came out on the court, I think she's going to be required to leave at least for until the next dead ball.
Well, here we go. We're going to have to do this without both of your guards. They're sitting down, fouled out in the ball game with Vanda Streak and Gracie Gopalin just fouling out. Free throw is up and no good, and Rowan Harder gets the rebound. I'm not sure what we're calling here, but
2 shots.
2 shots, that's right. Yeah, it's 10 fouls on Waupun, so 2 free throws. Another free throw for J.C. Fierst. Throws away, and that is good. A 1-point lead now for Hamilton.
He's trying to get their sub into the game, but you have to have the clock has to run before she can come back in the game. It's got to be the next dead after time has ran on that injury.
So Peterson with it. Waupun trailing by a point, loses the basketball, and her hand touches out of bounds. Luckily for Waupun, Eva Finnessy had her hand just touched as she was sitting down the out of bounds sideline, and Waupun will retain possession. So you're missing your 2 main ball handlers out there besides Cale Peterson still on the court yet.
Timeout. Tim's still after him about that 5 second call.
He wants to talk to the guy that did
that.
So a full timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout ourselves.
Andy with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Business as usual this week. Andy, stop on by and warm up with a beverage or some hot plate special, some lunch here.
Absolutely. We got something different going every day. We've got the hot plate specials, beef, turkey, and pork. That's usually going every day. Our daily special board changes by the day, whatever they're going to put on a special out of the kitchen. Mondays, of course, are all-you-can-eat shrimp, and we have a pizza special. Tuesdays, of course, is Mexican all day. Wednesdays is wings after 4 p.m. Thursdays, we have build your own burger, and Fridays, of course, is fish.
Our favorite NFL team no longer participating in the season and the playoffs here, but you got the NFL games on beginning on Saturday.
I've got 17 different tap lines and all kinds of different spirits on hand to get you through that situation, but we'll definitely have the playoffs going on the weekend. Saturday and Sunday are games. Of course, the Badgers will be rocking those games as well, along with the Bucks.
Well, get her back on track here at the Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun. Have a good week, Andy. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks, Nick.
Yep, we're back.
And we are back at Waupun High School. 51-50 the lead for Hamilton. And Waupun with the basketball. And taking it out on the sideline in front of Waupun's bench.
Carly White in the game.
Yeah, she came in the
youngster
a minute ago.
Pressure situation.
Yeah. And going to get the over her head, chasing it now, and it goes out of bounds. It went off the foot. As it went out of bounds, I think it went off the foot of Tim, who was over there. She's trying to box out from our player from Trinity getting to the ball, luckily, and Waupun will retain possession with 1:20 left. And again, Waupun having trouble getting the ball in bounds right now. You don't have Gracie out there. You don't have Vandestreek out there. They're both fouled out. You're definitely looking for Gracie in these moments and try to get it into Peterson.
She did catch it, I think, in the front court, and then maybe stepped into the back. Had possession. That was close.
I thought she had her feet on the line. When
I don't know. Yeah, it was. Well, yeah, the line's in front court if they were on the line.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like to me. Oh, well.
Yeah, I'd have to see that, but you're right. That was very close.
Okay. Well, Pond just hanging on down with 1 point here, but Hamilton with it. The ball gets tipped, but they still have it. Botsford with it down in the corner, double teamed. Kind of flips it out near half court over to Tim.
You don't have to foul yet. There's still time to chase.
Tim's going to foul. That'll put Julie Brook at the free throw line. She's only had one free throw so far in the ball game.
It's only the third on Peterson. Good news there.
Yeah. First free throw is up, and it is good. With so many opportunities in this game, so many, besides the free throw, so many shots that they missed inside, and just point-blank range shots throughout the entire game. And both free throws are good. Now a 3-point deficit for the Lady Warriors, down 53-50, just under a minute to play. Peterson has it. She's been surrounded by Hamilton players. Peterson goes into the bench, and then a panic throw there by Carly White. Terrible throw. Right back by the defense, but luckily they knocked it out of bounds. Waupun will retain possession with 46 seconds left. One's got to be a little careful because maybe Peterson didn't see it, but she should have saw herself. There's two red shirts on either side of Cale Peterson.
Yeah, Cale's going to draw. They're just going to try and keep the ball out of her hands at this point. Ooh. A foul on the catch.
Okay, 46 seconds left. A foul, and Peterson again will be heading to the free throw line.
I don't think you want to do that right there. Let them score without. This is still going to be a bonus, 9th foul.
Cale Peterson, a 70% free throw shooter, misses the free throw. And coming up with it is Eva Finnery. 3-point lead for Hamilton. They do get it over the timeline. Brooke has it. They get it down inside cross-court pass, and getting fouled is Cameron Dahlquist. She'll be shooting two. 53-50. Man, you had it right there, and just hurts without having your ball handlers able to come in the game right now. Both fouled out. They know the one girl they want to get into, Kale Peterson, had her surrounded out there. Well, first free throw, no good.
33 seconds left. You don't have to pull a three here. Well, I guess if you make this one, you do. But, I mean, otherwise you get your first opportunity for a quick score.
This free throw is no good, and Trinity Pierce gets the rebound.
Going to get an offensive foul.
Oh, boy.
And it's a good call.
There's a clear out to get some room and ends up with the offensive foul.
That should not be free throws, though. Yeah, that's going to be ball out of bounds. They're not going to be shooting that.
Okay.
Which maybe helps the Chargers, actually.
Hamilton with a basketball and a 3-point lead, under 30 to play. Rowan Harder is going to pick up a foul. Not sure if that's 4 or 5 or a 3 only. Man, I thought she had more than that. So Rowan just with her third foul, but still more free throws for Botsford, trying to make it a 2-possession game.
Botsford is 3 of 4 on the night.
Makes her first free throw. Now a 4-point lead. All that hard work for most of this game for Waupun to get back in, and just couldn't quite get control in this game and couldn't make the shots they needed. Waupun down by 5 with 26 seconds left. Peterson brings it over half court, being double teamed. No place to go with it. And the ball's tossed away. Tim has it. We have a tie-up and possession arrow pointing towards Hamilton. (55-50) with 15 seconds left. Hamilton with the basketball. Things looking bleak. Dave Gold, my buddy, would have said. It's looking bleak. They do get it down, and going in for the layup will be Botsford. Makes it, gets fouled, and she'll be shooting a free throw. 57-50. Now the lead for Hamilton.
I don't want to beleaguer the point, but Waupun has missed 16 free throws in this game tonight.
Ouch.
And you're down by a couple of possessions.
Breslin Brown checking in now for Waupun. Trinity Pierce will sit down. Rough game here for the Lady Warriors tonight against Hamilton, who was depleted with injuries themselves, of about 25, 26 points of their scoring out with injury tonight.
It was an and one. He's going to give her another free throw, but that would be, the basket was good.
Yeah, she already made the basket.
Yep.
She just gets one free throw, so she's...
She was willing to take another one.
Yeah, you're going to give me another one? I'll shoot it. Yeah.
4-point play, yeah.
Down to 12 seconds left. Harder's got to touch the ball.
Yeah.
So, Waupun's going to drop one here tonight to Hamilton in a blocking foul. Probably not the foul the coach wanted anybody to have out there, but Waupun down by 6:58-52. Rough one here for Waupun. A lot of things they can look back. The free throws, of course, the big glaring error, and then missed opportunities inside. Just couldn't get over the hump to take over this ball game. There's another missed free throw. Adding to Randy's list of missed free throws.
Yep, I'm actually charting that at this point. That one's good.
Kale makes the second. Kale gets the ball back, misses the shot inside, throws it back up, misses that too. Battling right to the end is Kale Peterson. Waupun's going to come up with a disappointing loss here against Hamilton, losing 58-53. We're going to take a break and come back and talk about this game. Again, disappointing loss for the Lady Warriors here tonight. Back after this on RP Sports.
HomeAndAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeAndAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeAndAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Holman family your first stop at HomeAndAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Holman.
Are you missing out on life? Does chronic joint pain prevent you from doing the things you love? I get it. All you think about is pain. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak with New Medical Center. We have the solution to your problem. If you suffer from debilitating and chronic joint pain, learn how innovative medicine with human cellular tissue products can get you back to living your best life.
Hi, my name is Les. I've suffered with a bad right knee for 30 years or 40 years. Actually had a knee replacement scheduled, and I looked into this, and it was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. My knee now, 3 months later, is almost like new. I can run up and down stairs. I can sit at a gym watching a basketball game. Really, really happy and pleased with the results. Plan on strongly recommending this to, and I have been recommending this to friends and family who have had joint issues, shoulders, backs, and knees.
Call New Medical Center for an alternative approach with innovative medicine at 920-249-8757.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
And welcome back to Waupun High School. Disappointing loss for the Waupun Warriors. Steve Witterhack along with Randy Armga. Jeff Sauer on the video streaming. And again, a depleted team on both sides. Waupun without Lydia Alsma. Definitely one of the Energizer bunnies out there for them, and always running around getting a lot of rebounds and points for the Lady Warriors. Second leading scorer. She was out. But they have three of their main players, at least 2 of them, not playing for Hamilton tonight. So both with depleted teams, but Hamilton came out strong. He had a nice lead at halftime, 35-23, and end up fighting off Waupun at the end. They got tied it up at 50 apiece. And then they ended up losing by a score of 58-52 in this game. So, again, this will be a kind of a tough one to swallow here for the Lady Warriors.
Yeah, just doing the math there on my calculator, Waupun 32% from the free throw line tonight with a lot of opportunities. So that says a lot about how this game went down.
So, I guess we'll give some points here for you right now and just kind of wrap things up from Waupun High School.
Yeah, the leading scorers for the Chargers, Botsford with 13, Brook with 20, and Erie Tim with 10. For Waupun, Maddie Vanestreek finished with 2, Trinity Pierce with 2, Ryan Babish with 4, Rowan Harder with 1, Gracie Gopalan with 8. Cale Peterson ended the night with 34 out of Waupun's 52. And as I said, Waupun was 8 of 25 from the free throw line.
Ouch.
I mean, if you even make half of those, you win the game.
Right.
You know, if you shoot 55%, you win the game. So.
Yeah, rough one here tonight, missing a lot of shots, especially in the first half on some shots inside too. So. Yeah, this wasn't the night for the Waupun Lady Warriors, just their 4th loss of the season. But you play against a team, even though they were only 500 coming in, but they play in a Division I, really good Division I conference down in Milwaukee with Brookfield East there. They're the number 2 ranked team in Division I. They have to battle them in Germantown, where they just played their last game. They're ranked number 6 in Division I. So you're playing some teams from down in that area. It's a different brand of ball. They're used to playing physical ball, which they did to Waupun. and they fought and got themselves a victory here on the road against the defending state champ Lady Warriors. So disappointing.
You described the Chargers as battle-tested coming into this, and they kind of showed that tonight. They made plays when they needed to. They were clutch down the stretch, and you have to give them credit for hanging in there with on the road in a hostile environment here with a good crowd from Waupun, and then able to battle back after that 50-50 tie.
Don't forget, tomorrow we have the Prep Sports Showcase that's coming up. We're going to try to video stream it coming up tomorrow over at the other bar. Got the 3 coaches there, a bunch of players that we're going to have for you tomorrow night. Then Thursday night we have more basketball, boys action, CWC going over to Randolph. Should be a great battle. Should be a close game, I think, with those two. So. Randolph being losing their main scorers from last year, having a little bit more ordinary season, and CWC having a really nice season. So should be a good battle between those teams. We'll have that for you with us 3 again there, Jeff and Randy and I. So join us for that. And then, of course, Beaver Dam basketball for the boys, Waupun boys, coming up on Saturday night.
Traveling to Beaver Dam, yes.
Yeah,
it's kind of a youth day, right? Aren't the younger teams,
my grandson's playing.
Yeah, the younger teams during the day, Waupun, Beaver Dam, rivals going at it through all age groups, and then finishing up with the varsity game at night.
Yep, exactly. So got a lot of stuff coming up this week, but thanks for joining us tonight. Waupun losing 58-52. Thanks for spending the night with us. Thanks to Jeff with the video streaming. Randy joining me, keeping track of all those missed free throws that we had. And I'm Steve Witterhack saying so long. Have yourself an excellent Tuesday night. Tune in tomorrow morning on 103.3 FM, AM 1170, 93.7 AM. Our FM will have the recap of the game and maybe some highlights from the game coming up with our sportscast with Nick Rush tomorrow morning, but I'll be on the air tomorrow from 7 to 9 on The Source. So we'll talk to you then. Have yourself an excellent night.
Thanks to our sponsors in today's game: Home & Auto Sales, Dentistry of Wisconsin, Waupun Equipment Company, American Family Insurance Agent Christine File, Coles Community Funeral Home, Benz Automotive, Ergo Bank, Taurus Tree Service, VC's Flooring, C. Bruxma Electric, Our Bar, and our scoreboard sponsor, New Medical Center.